What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, consider subscribing if you like the content. Today we're going to be talking about the 2020 Ego ARC 56 volt lithium battery operated lawnmower. So this is the 21-inch model. I believe actually 21 inch is all they came with for the 2020 model. They do have one, this one's self-propelled. They do have one that's not self-propelled, but this is a self-propelled model. So this is their 2020 version. So it retails for about $5.99. I'll link it in the description below so you can check it out yourself. So let's go ahead and take a look and we'll see what you get in the box, and then let's go over a few things that I really like about this mower and what I don't like about the mower. If there's anything I don't like about the mower, or if there's anything I do like about the mower. So let's check it out. All right, so the first thing you get is the actual, looks like an operator's manual. I actually got multiple ones here. Got one for the battery charger, one for the actual battery itself, and then one for the actual mower. So you get 3 different ones, and it looks like it comes in different languages as well. Here's the battery itself. It is the 56 volt, 7.5 amp battery itself. It's pretty heavy. It does have rubber around the outside, so if you do drop it, it won't actually damage it too much. It does have a power button on the top so you can see what the charge is without actually plugging it into the mower. And this also shows up when you have it in the mower itself, so you can tell where you are with the actual power itself. But one thing to note is this is a 7.5 amp model. A lot of other models of lawnmowers that are battery powered are 6.0 and less. So this is does pack a lot of power, a lot of torque with the 7.5 amp model. So then you have the actual battery charger itself, and if you can see here, it does have a light for 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100% charge. So that way you can at least know where you are in the charging process when you need to get out there and mow. So then you have the side discharge. One thing I don't like about this mower is it does have a side discharge that comes out the back. I don't like that compared to shooting it outside of the actual deck itself, but that's just my personal opinion. But it does have a side discharge that comes out the back. And it looks like it has an accessory slot for it here for something else. I'm not sure what it hooks up to or what can hook up to this. Maybe that's for down the road. So one thing to note is this mower comes with, it actually has 2 blades on the actual mower versus the 2019 model does not have 2 blades, it has 1 blade. This one actually comes with 2 blades on the mower, and then it comes with a spare blade, the mulching blade, if you want, in addition to the actual 2 blades that you have on there. So this blade is more for mulching. However, the 2 blades that are already on there will also mulch for you as well. And then you have the bracket for the actual grass catcher here. Then you actually have the grass catcher here that you put on that frame there. Now it can hold 2 bushels of grass, and what's really nice about this is the opening is pretty big. I know when I was cutting lawns with and bagging it, and most models of the Toros, I had a lot of trouble getting the grass out of the bag, and it was just a pain in the butt, I can tell you that. So what's really nice about this is actually a huge opening, so your grass will come right out. And then we have the bad boy right here, the main cheese, the mower. So what's really nice about this is it's already folded up like this when you get it in the box. You can fold it up like this if you want to save space. You can also put it up on end because it's got rubber stoppers here on the end with the new handle in 2020, but it goes up on end. So that way you can actually store it pretty easily. Gas is not going to roll out of it now, right? No gas, all battery, all power. So in order to get this out of its position, you actually use this and allow you to unlock. Then you open up the clamps here and you're able to pull up on the actual control, lock it in place. Now it's really high for me right now. Now as you can see, it's really high for me, so you can actually control it by this right here, and then it allows me to go all the way down like that, or all the way up, lock in place. So quick and easy adjustment, allow me to actually put it through the height that I want it to be at. So let's go over the actual controls and what's different from 2020 to 2019. So there's a big difference between the 2019 and 2020 model. They rearranged and redesigned the actual control panel here. So right now you have actual thumb control for speeding up the self-propel or slowing it down as you wish. So that way you can do it as you're going, versus the 2019 had the mechanism down here and you had to actually remove your left hand from the handlebar and actually get down there to actually adjust it. Now it's just a quick up and down with your thumb while you're moving and you're good to go. One thing to note is you're able to actually push this around or have the self-propel engage without having the actual blades engaged. So all I have to do is press on the actual button for that, and it'll go. It'll self-propel. So you can use one or the other, or both at the same time if you wanted to, but you're able to use at least one and it'll go. So to actually get the blades engaged, you'll have to press down the power button, pull up on the blades, and you're good to go. I don't know if you can hear it very well on that, but it is very quiet. We're in a garage right now, and that is super duper quiet. I'm on my lawn with a 48-inch Gravely with a 23 horsepower motor, and it is super loud. This, I can almost hardly tell it is actually on. It sounds like just like a air blower, really. And actually a quiet air blower for that matter. So on the 2020 model, you can actually have the ability to turn on and turn off the LEDs if you desire. The actual 2019 model, they're on at all times when the mower is running. So one thing to note too about the 2020 model is the power, the battery itself actually fits in here at a 45 or different angle. I don't know about 45 degree, maybe 45 degree. Either way, it's not straight up and down like the 2019 model. It's actually at an angle. And that way you can actually see the LED status of the actual power of the battery itself versus it being up and down where you have to kind of look over the handlebars to see. So that's quite nice about the difference between the 2020 and the 2019. And then to eject it, just pick up on it, and it's actually really nice and easy. It ejects it pretty nice. Do you see that? That was really easy. One thing to note is the 2020 model goes from 1.5 to 4 inches. I will tell you this, if you do some research, you'll most likely not be able to find a smaller self-propelled mower that goes up to 4 inches. There's a few out there, but there's not very many. So Ego did it right this time and got you the ability to go to 4 inches. Obviously, when it's hot outside, you want it to mow as tall as you possibly can. So that way you can actually protect the soil and also promote growth and healthy roots. So you're able to actually go down to an inch and a half. You only have one control to control all of it. And that's really nice, so that way you can actually just move this joystick around up and down to actually control the height. So let's show you how that goes. That's how easy it was to go down 1 inch, or a half inch probably. But now one thing I did notice here that Ego did not do is it has 1 through 6 here on the numbers. Why couldn't you just tell us how many inches it was? Ego, put that on your 2021 model. But anyways, so I can actually quickly adjust how high I want to mow the lawn at. So right now we're at 4 inches at the highest, and then we can go down to 1.5 inches. So one thing to note is the body itself, all of this is plastic. You may think that's really cheap and really something that's going to break probably pretty easily, but they have the Hexlite deck that's a double lined, double wall, makes it more durable versus the competitors out there probably they have more of a steel deck that's not as durable as far as rust and all that. So you got plastic here. I'd really be interested to see having this out mowing a lot during the summer in the sunlight. If anything fades, maybe the green, I almost called it yellow, the green fades at all, or maybe the black plastic fades. Obviously we're not gonna leave this outside for the time being, or to store it, but I definitely want to see if it actually fades, any of this plastic, because we all know plastic kind of fades. Paint fades on metal too as well, but not as easily as plastic. So there you have it. You can see the quality of the cut that we just did. Actually, you can see it right here if you wanted to. This is at about 3.5 inch cut right here. I usually like to keep it at about 4 inches, but I already cut my lawn at 4 inches for the sake of the video. We went down to 3.5. We did it with mulching, with just mulching. We didn't put the thrower on it, the side chute on there, or a bag. Things I really like about this is how quiet it is. Even though I do like loud things, I'm into muscle cars and motorcycles, I like loud things, but this is actually really quiet, and it's really nice, easy on the ears. Getting older, aren't I? Another thing is it actually cuts really nice. I really like the cut of the way it cuts and the quality cut it actually produces out of this small little mower. I like how easy it is to fold it up and actually put it in the corner. I don't have to actually use the whole mower as it is to store it. Some of the dislikes that I don't like about it, it's my personal opinion, is it's only a 21 inch cut. They don't have like a 30 inch cut or anything like that. I am used to a 48 inch cut on my zero turn, so it makes quick order in mowing my lawn. But this is a 21 inch cut, so it cuts the time, or it doesn't cut the time in half, it doubles my time on mowing. Is it a big dislike? No, it's not. But again, it's only a 21 inch cut versus they don't really have like a 30 inch model to kind of help you out. One other thing that I dislike is now I don't have an excuse to go to the gas station to get gas for my lawnmower. All I have an excuse is, did I charge the battery or not? Other than that, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments or opinions about the mower itself, go ahead and put it in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to hear from you. If you have any questions, I'll be able to answer them for you as best as I can. If not, the community will help hopefully answer your questions if I can't answer them for you. If this is your first time, consider subscribing. If you're not new here, welcome back to my video, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time.